Man, the American school systems are cooked. Did y'all see this right here, man? Vermont substitute teacher has been cited after allegedly being so drugged out in class she mistook her student for her dog. Melissa Martin, age 47, is accused of bringing cocaine onto the Barretown Middle and Elementary School campus, man. So basically, their teacher getting high during the day or in class. Now, I've seen people be drunk on the job, but coke at school as a middle or elementary school teacher, that's wild, man. Let's go ahead and check this John out.
On the belongings of 47-year-old Melissa Martin that were in her classroom while she was subbing on Wednesday. She was with an 8th grade class at the time. And we also now know that it was concerns from students in that class that prompted the school to call 911. Now, parents I spoke with tell me they're not just concerned about the lack of communication from the school around this incident, but also for their student safety as they went back to class today. A Barry mom says when she asks her kids how was school, the last thing she'd ever expect to hear is what her son told her while getting off the bus Wednesday.
He looked visibly shaken and upset, and I asked what had happened today, and he said that his substitute teacher was clearly on drugs and was acting crazy. Those were his exact words.
Brittany's son, an 8th grader in Barry.
That's bad. That's bad. I mean, these kids, they're smart nowadays, but when the 8th grade student can obviously tell that his teacher is on drugs, not just like hired, maybe wired on some some Adderall or some caffeine, but the student can tell because of how the teacher is acting, then it's definitely out of hand.
Town tells his mom that his substitute teacher, 47-year-old Melissa Martin, had been nodding off during class. The student says when Martin abruptly ran out of the classroom, concern led him to follow her.
So he followed her and I guess found her, and she said to him, "Hey, Teddy, why are you off your leash?" And my son was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, Teddy, get back inside." He was concerned and later found out that Teddy is actually her dog's name.
District Superintendent Joanne Canning says Martin has been a permanent substitute in the district for about 3 years. Students' concerns prompted the school to call 911 just before 11 Wednesday morning. Police say Martin's unusual behavior was linked to cocaine use.
It is nothing that we have dealt with in my nearly 30 years here.
Police say they found the drug on Martin's jacket and backpack in the classroom.
We have cited her for her possession of cocaine and reckless endangerment based on the fact that she was under the influence while she was in control of the students in her classroom.
Canning says despite the concerning situation, parents should feel confident that their students are safe at school.
The person is not at school now. I do have some personnel steps I need to take. The parents should feel totally confident that their students are safe.
But Brittany says she wants more reassurance her students are in responsible hands when they go to class.
Where was the vetting? Why is there not?
Yeah, so at least it's a substitute, right? It's not a teacher that's permanent or like was a permanent teacher. Usually when you see substitutes, you got to look at them a little sideways because why are you a permanent substitute unless you're like old and about to retire,
Drug tests done? Why are we not following up and making sure that these adults who are around our children are safe? Because the utmost priority should be our children's safety.
Just to reiterate what the superintendent said there, she would not get into the specifics about what will be happening to Melissa Martin's employment, but says there are personnel steps she will be taking going forward. But she said very clearly that Martin does not have access to the schools in the district. In Barrie, Anna Goober, NBC 5 News.
Yeah, my guess is that her substitute teacher days are over. Like I said in the beginning, the school system is just cooked. The kids, they don't know how to read, they can't do math. We got a lack of teachers, so basically pretty much anybody that wants to do it. I remember, I don't know where it was, or was it like a countrywide thing that they were kind of letting anybody be teachers and substitute teachers because they just weren't enough people that were actually available to do the job. I think schools are still having problems being understaffed, which if it's not a abundance of employees for them, then of course it's gonna be you're gonna get whoever you can get, and it's gonna be people like this who can't even wait to get home to get high and wants to get high during the school days, and not just a little bit. They just trying to feel good a little bit. She was out of her mind. She thought the student was the dog, left them in the classroom alone. You know, she probably, you know what I'm saying, they said she got possession of cocaine. I wouldn't be surprised if she got some child endangerment to go along with this, right? Y'all let me know what y'all think about this though, man. Teacher on coke at school. I've never seen nothing like this. I probably had some teachers that came to school high. Definitely had some sports coaches that were at school high, but never noticeably off their butt, right? Let me know what y'all think down below. As always, love y'all. I'm out.